is Wrestle Druid FC versus Boomkin. I think that's it. It's coming down to the Wrestle Druid FC versus Boomkin, and then the Shaman versus Mistweaver play. So we'll see. I got to say that Warsong Warlords looks to be running a little bit more aggressive comp, running that second Shaman. And how is that going to play out versus this Mistweaver here that's just looking to crank up a ton of enveloping mist heals with the 2 Shamans? Will those get purged off? Watch how this Resto Druid versus Boomkin play goes over the course of the game, because keep in mind, if Ham Average, if they stay even in midfield here, they're going to be in a pretty good position because they do have that pick control. Warsong Warlords not running a rogue, neither team running the rogue. Let's see how this one pans out. I'm really excited here. We got 2 teams going head-to-head. Ham Average, Warsong Warlords coming in for the clash in midfield. And both teams, both Boomkins for Warsong Warlords are already coming out. Ripduck with the Zerker, getting into the pet combat for Rosie. Anoizu goes in for Ham Average. He's trying to get some pressure onto the Boomkin, but he's already getting focused on Star Surge just going into him, and they're swapping onto Dudley. The damage coming into him, he's going to be okay. And right now, both teams with these 4 healers are keeping everyone alive. Everyone pretty much topped up at this point. A huge dive here by Iggy. He's going to be in some trouble, trying to pull off in this field, diving back into his team. DJ Dogshaver looking to get his damage turned up. Skeezy on the Warriors now being focused in the front, and Gobnobber, the Shaman, is half health. Ripped up going down here. So Warsong Warlords actually losing midfield with the double Boomkin. This is huge trouble for them because MVQ's got the pick right now, and he's got flag. Goodness gracious, Blackout. What is this turn of events here? Do they even have a pick?
No, I don't think they do. I did not expect that at all. The double Boomkin, I thought that was just going to completely ride mid. But now it's all about they need to make sure that their FC is safe, they're secure. They got a Hunter breaking off right now. He's contesting MVP. No, he looks like he's going to be safe coming up here into mid now. Yeah, he's across, he's fine. They're going to get pushed back to the GY. I don't know. What they're going to do here? They're going to get the first cap. Are they going to take this cap? I don't know.
They're definitely going to get this first cap. I'm really surprised, man. They're coming out with, both teams coming out with 4 healers here, and it looks like the Wrestle Druid team was able to hold in midfield, even punish them a little bit, able to get that first cap because they don't have any defense, and they don't have a pick for themselves as Warsong Warlords. Right now, the BM Monk down for Ham Average, so a lot of pressure right now, and annoys you to hold this front line. Barely up at 800 health, just barely tipping with 90 health. Almost gets dropped, but Hunter goes down, the Mistweaver going down. Dudley and a Mistweaver down. Annoys you 600 health. Can they keep him up? He's their only front line. He goes down. So Warsong Warlords is going to snowball into a full team wipe here. Let's keep track of some of the objective players on the map. MVQ coming out of the GY, going into mid. He's probably going to be looking for a stealth pretty soon. Hard base, trying to get his way up onto defense, but I don't think he's going to make it. It looks like the Hunter has contested him enough. I'm not sure if he actually had an opportunity to go up tunnel or not, but he's not going to be able to make it on defense. Stabild has to make it into the GY as well, too. So it looks like Warsong Warlords, at the very least, has themselves a pick.
Yeah, that's true. They're definitely going to have the pick, but this is a really important time now for Warsong Warlords. They need to be able to contain this time at the GY. They need to be able to get the flag. They need to play... They need to get their FC to the back of the group, really. You know, they don't really want to be getting pushed out the GY here with their FC left in the base. Because you know how that's going to like have a massive snowball effect. You know, they're going to break off and kill their FC and stuff, and then MVP will be able to get the second cap. So this is really important. They need to stall here for at least another 40 seconds now to stabilize completely.
Right.
MVP, it looks like he's just staying back in the base over there. Yeah, he's just staying back in the base. You know, he's just holding the flag.
I think patience is the virtue here, and I think that's a good move if he just goes and sits roof right now. You can see Froz coming across the field with Agent Goldfish, so they're down a Hunter, down a Boomkin in midfield right now. Ham Average has got to find a way to get some pressure going around. They are sending the Mistweaver out into midfield. It looks like that's going to send Agent Goldfish to go contest him and Rosie XL. So it's just the Boomkin right now. Great move by Ham Average. They got both Hunters over there, and I don't think they're going to be able to get the kill either. So they've just wasted the Boomkin's time and both Hunters' time from Warsong Warlords, and they're losing pressure in midfield. There hasn't been a kill yet landed, but they do have a numbers advantage in midfield right now. Good map movement by Ham Average. MVQ actually going for this drop right here into his Mistweaver. I don't know if they could be a little bit more patient here. He's just trying to get some heals from his Mistweaver, but just the Mistweaver Flintlock's coming out. He's at 40% health, 50. They're trying to go in for Torrents right now. There's a War Stomp maybe coming out from MVQ. Hunter just barely keeping him up. MVQ is running for it now. He is getting out of the situation. That was a little bit dicey there at first, but they actually were able to get across there. And that's what this 4 heals for Ham Average is really coming into hand.
Yeah, it's so important that MVQ got across the map there, because if he was left over at the other side with one of the healers out of the fight, could have been potentially disastrous. You know, granted that the other team, they had a DPS out of the fight as well to try and contest the FC. But it looks like pretty stable here. But I don't know if this is what they want. Do they really want MVQ up in their GY right now? You know, they've got the Boomkin in the team fight with a flag, you know, just putting out some damage. Because here, if they manage to push through, this could be a cap. You know,
they do get the pass up into the back of GY. There's a dangerous situation there, very dangerous. And look at MVQ. He's either going to let their team kill him, or he's just going to run up ramp. And it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this. Looks like Ko is going to contest him at the back here. Notice how Warsong Warlords has one of their hunters with the flag. So that means that, you know, Ripduck up top has Zerker actually and is looking to backside the FC, and they just have it with a priest right now. So keep an eye on Ripduck for Warsong Warlords going for this backside look. He does have Zerker. He is in position. They have a priest with the flag. He's going to do huge damage here. They don't know where the Boomkin is. He's about to open in the back. He's waiting to open. They're looking to see if anyone else can contest him here, just sitting there patiently. I thought he would open by now. He's sitting here.
Waiting for the warrior. You need a warrior to charge up. They can't do this on his own right here. Because he's in
Maybe
good line.
he's going to go for the ninja with MVQ on the res at this point.
That's very
There's the res by MVQ. Oh, and they get the pass off, and Ripduck does not get it. Oh, I would have loved to see Ripduck open there. Just at least create some sort of pressure on that priest, especially with Zerker. See if he can force that priest to panic and maybe get that warrior up. I want to say almost a missed opportunity there. Now, Ham Average fully team grouped here, looking to dive a healer. And a few healers may be exposed here for them. Ripduck on top of the GY right now, just taking so much damage. Dudley trying to contest this. Ripduck trying to just barely live. Small jumps off the GY. Look for Warsong Warlords to maybe dive small. But both teams diving on healers right now. Fraz going down for Warsong Warlords. They are down that Boomkin, so they're going to look to get some extra pressure here for Ham Average. Blur's taking quite a bit of damage. He has to back off. Ripduck still feeling it. He does have displacer available, but Skeezy at 300 health does get topped. The Riptide goes off. He's pulling back into the team. He's just trying to fall back. The little goblin has no jump, and he's just sitting there enabled right now.
This Hardbass and Dogshaver, they're both breaking off right now. This could be like an extremely huge play. They're making their way over to the FC right here. Pizza might be in trouble here.
Yeah, Goldfish has to, like, he's grouping back into the tunnel. I like his positioning. It looks like his team has recognized that the Boomkin Hunter are here. And a shear coming out on the Star Surge. Hard base getting opened on by the Druid Rezzing. Not really the look that they were hoping for. And they end up losing both the Hunter and the Boomkin. Good recognition by Agent Goldfish, rotating around towards the tunnel positioning and not getting caught off guard by that backside. A good reaction by the Shaman as well, getting the shear off on the Surge. It could have been devastating. Warsong Warlords still down a priest here, having to fall back. Gobnobber at 500 health, and he does go down. Fraz just barely getting a bubble off, but they're down 2 healers right now. Their whole team's rotting. Ham Average is going to be looking to make a play here, but at 8 stacks, Agent Goldfish can't run too far. Displacers coming out for Fraz. They're just trying to kite back with everything that they got, and Ham Average electing to stay in this full team 10v10, taking advantage of their numbers advantage. Plurs going down here. Ripduck maybe to follow the 2 Boomkins, just trying to back off and live. A bubble coming up from Slick
They're going to pass the flag up to the GUI. They're going to have to regroup. They're going to have to recover. And they're going to have to set something up on their FC, because if you see MVQ, he's just at the back of the team. He's not out of reach. You can definitely push straight through and get a big connection on him here. You know, the stacks are getting high. You know, they could turn the game around here. But if they do manage to score a kill in MVQ, how are they going to secure the cap? Is there going to be a repick? Hardbase, it looks like he's going round. He's going round up Rampway with Dogshaver. They're going to come up behind very soon. There's going to be a lot of pressure going on to the FC. You know, I don't even know if they've recognized that. I don't know if they've seen it. They're just tunneling too hard on the team fight. They're going to have to make a play really quickly, because their FC is going to be in so much trouble.
Yeah, and Living Force going down right now. Like, their window has to be now. They've got to create some pressure on the Shaman. They're going to lose pressure in mid. Their Boomkin is gone from mid. That can't be good. Gobnobber getting open on just by the Hunter, but the Star Surge coming out, but he does leap. Another Star Surge going into him. Both Shamans in the back here. Agent Co coming back. They're going for a huge silence by Hardbase on all 3 healers at 10%. They're trying to keep them up. All 4 healers for Warsong Warlords just clenching their loins on that play.
Well, it's not over. MVQ's in a lot of trouble. He's gone down. MVQ has gone down. Are they going to get the return? They got the return.
Fraz with the return there.
Yeah, they're making the pass now to Goldfish, and he's going to secure the cap. Yeah, they've got no one looking like they can get the repick. That's going to be a 1-1.
They've got tunnel control. They've got Ham Average wiped. I think that was greedy by Ham Average to send their Boomkin as well there. I understand the potential of the threat on that backside look, having that Boomkin there, but you could see that Warsong Warlords recognized they were without their Boomkin, and running a team with only one Boomkin, having your Warrior and your BM as the only front line, I mean, they just dove Living Force, immediately got that kill, and then snowballed off of that, and it was like their window, they had missed their window to initiate that pressure from the backside. So 1-0 cap going in Warsong Warlords' favor here. Let's see how the transition play ends up turning here, because Ham Average is fully grouped in team. It looks like Agent Goldfish is almost lurking on defense right now. We have a few people, Repulse jumping off the GY right now, looking to get back into this team fight for Warsong Warlords. Ripduck so low, and he gets clobbered by Dudley with the keg smash. One Boomkin down. Will they grab his insignia? They do grab the insignia. So let's watch team movement here. Fraz going off for the pick, but Hardbase, as we talked earlier, ready to make the objective play, ready to cut that Boomkin off, and Ham Average is in a good spot here. They've got Warsong Warlords wiping. It's a 1-1 situation. They are down the cap, but Warsong Warlords, they're just not looking at a good situation here. I don't think they have pick control. Agent Goldfish kind of lurking up top right now, but what is he going to do to contest this Wrestle Druid FC? It's probably not going to be enough. MVQ running up the tunnel right now. He does see him. Agent Goldfish is electing to join the team fight. Maybe he'll even go for a pick here, but Warsong Warlords is in a heap of trouble with a priest down. They're just trying to keep everyone up at this point.
I can see Froza's breaking off, and Hardbass is going over to contest him now. It looks like he should go down here. Dogshaver going into support as well. There's no way that he's going to be able to cross here. That's the thing. Running that Boomkin, they're going to try and make a pick. You was like talking about it earlier in the pre-talk. Restal Druids, they are like so much more self-sufficient than a Boomkin Druid. He shouldn't have been able to like go and make that play. He can't make across mid there out of stealth. If it was a Wrestle Druid, maybe if he'd have got across mid a little further, he could have got to the Zerko, got a bit of LOS and recovered. But even if he'd have got to that point being a Boomkin, he was never going to be able to recover just with 100 contested in there. And it looks like that's a cap by MVQ. Again,
the big question is here. They get the cap. They got to find a way to keep people up in mid right now. And they're down their Mistweaver because Warsong Warlords is coming at them full throttle. Fraz has just rejoined the team fight as well, too. They have both their Boomkins ready to go. Small at 300 health, he's going down. So look here. They don't have Hardbase is going on defense right now. That's a great move by him, just trying to get D. Stabilt maybe look to follow. Like, how is the objective play by Ham Average going to give them an edge here? Because it looks like they're going to get wiped up in midfield to some degree. They've already committed a few people on defense. They have a healer down. Dudley's looking to follow, but he does get the heals. Maybe he will end up staying in mid. What a catch at 300 health. Annoys you. Frontlining for Ham Average right now. Keeping things at least sustainable. Dudley at 30 health rolls back, but it's not going to be enough, and Stabilt goes down as well, too.
Again, Agent Goldfish on the side. Except for us to go and pick up the flag. I don't know if they're aware that Hardbass is there sat in defense, but he will be able to contest him. If he doesn't get any support up the tunnel, there's no way that he's going to make it out that base. I hope that he doesn't try and take that ramp away. He's got no one in position there to come and meet him halfway. The only chance that he's got now is to actually take Hardbass down to get out the base safely. And if you see what's going on right there now, Froz is in a lot of trouble. Hardbase has used a bandage, though. That could go against him here. Froz may be able to recover and get the kill onto Hardbass, which could buy his team some time.
Pulse coming up as well, too. It looks like he's going to be secure for this pick, but a good contest, it at least makes them have to respect the fact that they have to send that Shaman up, bring him out of midfield. But Ham Average is kind of getting grinded right now in the GY anyway, so it doesn't really give them a whole lot of momentum. One thing that I do like here is they did send their Boomkin Ham Average with MVQ in the tunnel area right now. It looks like they might be going for a pass. Maybe DJ is going to hold it for now, and they're going to have the Wrestle Druid off heal. They're just kind of lurking in the tunnel right now. They're trying to figure out where people are on the map, trying to figure out positioning. Rosie XO closing in on the base. Agent Goldfish going up tunnel right now. It looks like Rosie maybe cutting ramp. They understand at this point their Boomkin is out of midfield. How are they going to be able to contest right now? It's one stack. Are they going to wait it out for stacks? Are they going to be patient here? They're going to try to rush this cap? Let's keep an eye on the base-to-base play. They are going for the pass. MVQ does get this pick at the top of ramp. Rosie XO is already here. Star Search coming out onto Rosie XO. He's going to have to back off. Agent Goldfish looking to poke as well, too. They're really not in a position to over-contest this because of the off-heals from a Resto Druid, unless they get a proc and put a ton of damage into him. But the off-heals seem to be enough, at least for the moment. Rosie XO on the bottom of ramp, trying to cut this tunnel area, but they're running top of tunnel, and DJ Dogshaver falls off of Tot. Are they actually looking to push back into the team fight here? This almost forces them to go, and MVQ
he's forced to commit.
Go at this point.
Yeah, he's forced to commit. Yeah, that was a free kill right there. Dogshaver made it, fell off the top. They're gonna like easily secure a cap here now. There's no one ready for a repick just because he fell off top there. You know, MVQ was forced to go and commit across mid, but his team weren't ready for it. They was just like making a push onto the enemy team, you know, trying to push them back. But it was at too early stages for them to commit. It wasn't stable in the team fight. The healers had no time to push in. You know,
Agent Goldfish going up the tunnel right now with Fraz going for the cap. They do have some sort of an advantage for the moment. If they could get Warsong Warlords in some sort of a wiping position here, kill a healer as they're charging onto Blurs at 1k health, if they could secure a healer kill here and get some mid pressure, they might be able to get tunnel control, and that's what they need right now with Skeezy and Iggy so low. Skeezy going down and Iggy. They're going to have this. Every time that Ham Average has had tunnel control like this, they have been able to get a cap off of it. Warsong Warlords winning the 2-2 tie at this moment. Will they be able to get a third cap? Because right now the points are split 2-1 in Warsong Warlords' favor in the NWL. Will they be able to get this pressure? MVQ right now barely getting away from Agent Ko, and it looks like Ko's going to find him. Ko is going to find him out, so MVQ is going to have himself a little 1v1 in the base right now with the Hunter, and it looks to be like he's in his true FC set. So what is he going to do here? He's going for the pick right now. I think he should just start healing himself. Oh, he's going to meet his Mistweaver in tunnel. Mistweaver is there to meet him, but the Warrior in mid goes down in place. So they are on a timer right now to get out of tunnel. The clock is ticking, and Warsong Warlords is trying to push up. They understand this. Ripduck breaking off of mid right now to go support, maybe go for the flag. He's just inches ahead of DJ Dogshaver right now.
But look at this play. Hardbass is in position. He's in position to cut both of the Druids off right now. He's currently contesting Froz. Yeah, and Ripduck managed to get up tunnel. He's being contested by Stabilt though. And DJ Shaver. I want to see what's going to happen here. He's going to be forced to commit GY, but Hardbass is there. He's waiting for him. He's in position. He has Zerka. I don't think he's going to be able to get out here alive. I don't think he's got the support necessary to help him get out.
At 2k health, he is going in bear form right now. He's trying to get to somebody on their team, and it looks like the Sport is coming ramp. Repulsed, so close, and the heals are coming off from Gobnobber. He's going to make it to ramp for now. Repulsed, Blurs all in midfield right now, but keep in mind their BM is dead in mid. Froz is dead in mid. Slick might die here in mid, so they have lost some of their pressure. Skeezy down in mid. They have no front line. If Ham Average can find a way to block Ripduck from getting to his GY support, they've got some kills. Agent Goldfish going down. They're trapped at this back of hut. Dudley trying to go in right now, but he's got 3.5k health in this Boomkin set. Ripduck just hugging the tree line right now, just trying to make it across the map. He's out. He has to be careful with his healer's range. Mage pushing up for purges here. Ham Average has got to find a way to land more kills off of this. The BM, the Warrior rezzing for the other team, so they're on a timer. Ripduck displacing towards the stump. Star Surge is still going into him. Fraz trying to peel anything they can. Repulses in the back line. He is getting the heals needed. Skeezy joining the fight. Agent Ko joining the fight. And it looks like out of a close clutch grab by Ripduck and a good break by Gobnobber being the first healer there, that they are secure for the moment.
Yeah, they managed to recover that really well. I was so surprised. I was so certain that he wasn't going to get the support in time. You know, just looking at the position of the healers and the other support coming up the rampway, I didn't think they'd be able to pick him up, but he managed to survive. You know, he got out of there. He did a really good job there for his team. They've made the pass over now, though, to the Hunter. So now they really need to be looking to set up, getting both Boomkins into stealth. When the stacks are getting a little higher, looking for around 5-6 stacks maybe, just to secure the kill here. Because at this point, this is the only play that they can make. You know, but Ham ABG, they're really determined. You can see they're going really ham. They're keeping them in the GY. They know they have to make this push. They've not got a lot of time left. 1 minute, 20 seconds to make this push. The stacks are going to be going up to around 5-6 stacks by that point. But if you see, Agent Goldfish, he's heading for the tunnel. He's going round. He's going to be going round up through the base to the top of GY. They're playing it safe. Now, Hardbass really, really needs to be looking to go around and cut him off there and like be able to open up on him on his own. None of the boot. Well, his whole team's dead. He's got no boomkin, no extra support. Well, by the looks of things now, they're going for a gauntlet. Yeah, he's heading to roof now. Agentduck's heading to roof. His whole team's going up the tunnel to support him. They're going to gauntlet, and it looks at this point like it's GG. I think they take this one.
So Warsong Warlords ending up holding this 2-2 game. Points-wise, it's going to be split 2-1 Warsong Warlords for winning the tie game. in the NWL point spread. So 2 points awarded to Warsong Warlords and 1 to Ham Average. What a close call. Ripduck goes under the radar, but he is one of the most mechanically gifted players at 19 and objectively minded players. Really showing that he can be in the right position at the right time in a comp where both Boomkins and both Hunters need to be paying attention. Clutch play, getting that pick, and good job by Gobnobber being the first person there to get the heals off. Great rotations by Warsong Warlords. I mean, that was the best game I think we've had this season of the NWL. And that was just the first game. Goodness gracious. Looking at the scoreboards here, to no surprise, the Killing Blow Decimation going towards Warsong Warlords, running that double Boomkin, double Hunter. I'm surprised, though, how well Ham Average was able to contest, because when they had their Boomkin and Hunters go into the base for caps, when they had those like 8-on-10 situations, they were able to win mid. And even the opening mid fight, Ham Average actually won that opening mid fight, and that surprised me the most. So